Kofi Annan, the former UN leader, died at the age of 80. Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary-General who won the Nobel Peace Prize for humanitarian work, died at the age of 80, his assistant said. He died peacefully on Saturday after a brief illness. The foundation was named after him on Saturday. Annan was the first African American to assume the role of leading diplomat, serving from 1997 to 2006. Kofi Atta Annan, April 8, 1938 to the 18th of August 2018, was a Ghanaian diplomat, the 7th Secretary of the United Nations from January 1997 to December of the year. Annan and the United Nations co-recipient of the 2001 Nobel Peace Prize. He is the founder and president of the Kofi Annan Foundation, as well as president of the Elders, an international organization headed by Nelson Mandela Foundation. Born in Kumasi, Annan went on to study economics at Macalester College, the international relations of the Geneva Institute of Higher Education and Management at MIT. Annan joined the United Nations in 1962, working for the Geneva office of the World Health Organization. He continued to work in a number of capacities at the United Nations headquarters, serving as Secretary General for Peacekeeping from March 1992 to December 1996. He was appointed General Secretary on December 13, 1996 by the Security Council of the General Assembly, making him the first office holder elected from the UN staff. He was re-elected for a second term in 2001 and was appointed Secretary General on the 1st of January 2007 by Ban Ki-moon. When Secretary General, Annan reforms the bureaucracy of the UN, has worked to fight HIV, especially in Africa, and launched the United Nations Global Compact. He has been criticized for not extending the Security Council and faces calls for resignation following an investigation into the oil food program. After leaving the UN, he founded the Kofi Annan Foundation in 2007 for international development. In 2012, Annan is the UN Special Representative for Syria, helping to find a solution to the ongoing conflict. Annan gave up after becoming frustrated with the lack of progress of the UN in conflict resolution. In September 2016, Annan was appointed leader of a UN commission to investigate the Rohingya crisis. Kofi Annan died on the morning of August 18, 2018 at a hospital in Switzerland after a brief illness. He then served as UN Special Envoy for Syria, seeking to find a peaceful solution to the conflict. In a statement announcing his death, the Kofi Annan Foundation described him as a global politician and deeply committed international fighter who has fought throughout his life for a fairer world and more peacefully. Quote, "Wherever there is suffering or need, he reaches out and touches many people with deep passion and empathy. He placed no one first, radiate kindness, then brilliant in all he did." Quote, the diplomat, of Ghanaian descent, died in Geneva, Switzerland, where he lived for many years. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2001 for helping restore the international body. His tenure as UN Secretary General coincided with the Iraq War and the HIV/AIDS epidemic. Kofi Annan described his greatest achievement as the Millennium Development Goal, for the first time, setting global goals for issues such as poverty and child mortality.